Hey YouTube, Lucky7 here. Today I'm going to do a review on my CyberGun Kalashnikov AKM. Now I got this gun for $170, and overall I'm very happy with it. It's a really solid gun. Comes with a lot of extras with it, and I highly recommend it. But first, I'm just going to do a quick run through of the gun, starting with the stock. Now the stock and the handguards are both plastic, but they're pretty solid ABS, and their fake wood finish looks nice. However, if you don't like the fake wood, you could always buy a real wood kit for this gun. However, I looked online and that's around $80, so it's a bit pricey. The battery compartment is located in the stock. Access it by just popping the butt plate off, and in there you see two foam plates, and I'm pretty sure if you remove these foam plates, you'll be able to fit a large type battery in there, but as is, it can only fit a small type 8.4 volt battery. Put the butt plate back on by just putting it on like that and sliding it up. Here we have the rear sling mount. It's pretty flimsy metal. I wouldn't recommend putting a sling on it. Here we have the pistol grip. Now, this gun comes with two different pistol grips. You can interchange them by just taking out a single screw at the bottom down there. I find that there is even with the screw tightened all the way, as much as I can get it, there's just a tiny bit of little bit of wobble, but you will not notice that in a game or anything. It's very little. Here we have the metal selector switch. It slides into place nicely. However, over time it will come loose. That's just how it is with all AKs. You could tighten it by just popping this cover off and tightening the screw. The lower receiver is metal, and so is the upper receiver. Now you can take the upper receiver off. However, I'm doing this with one hand, and it's really hard to get on once you take it off. So I'm not going to do it. There's nothing really special underneath it. Just a little compartment. Right here you have the metal charging handle. Slides back, makes a nice sound, and it reveals the hop-up, which is a little bar that you slide back towards the rear of the gun to increase the hop-up. Now the hop-up is very strong on this gun. I recommend .25s. I had the best accuracy, because .2s just flew all over the place. The hop-up was way too strong. Even all the way off, it was way too strong. So if you're going to get this gun, .25s are your best bet. We have the metal mag release right here. This gun comes with two different magazines. One's black, the other a brownish orangish color. The mags snap into place nicely. There's a tiny bit of wobble, but it's no big deal. I put some tape, some electrical tape on it to decrease the wobble, and it seems to have worked. The trigger pull is a bit long for my taste, but that's just me being picky. The trigger is metal, and so is the trigger guard. Here we have the rear sight, adjustable. It's your standard AK sight. It is metal. On the other side of the gun, we have your Kalashnikov trademarks. They're just painted on and they're wearing off. If you could see that. There was a little signature underneath here. It wore off, and the picture's starting to fade away. So it's very easy to wear out the trademarks on this gun. I don't know how you would fix that. Maybe put a little piece of clear like tape over it, but no big deal for me, at least. Here we have the rail that you mount the scope mount onto. The scope mount, I need to get it. The scope mount is metal. It's this right here. It's very nice. It's a little tricky to figure out at first, and the instruction manuals don't really help. The instruction manual is very, very brief. It's really just pictures with very little writing. So I had to mess with it to figure out how it worked. Alright, like I said, plastic handguards. They are imitation wood. Nice finish on them. We have metal outer barrel, fake metal gas tube, and this right here, this little rod. I had to put some tape on it because it was just rattling around everywhere. It just makes a lot of noise. So that was annoying me, so I put some tape on it. Metal front sight, standard AK sight, and orange flash hider. Which, at first, I thought that that little hole right there was like an Allen key screw or something. But it wasn't. You cannot take this flash hider off. It just won't work. The gun internals, when I took off the pistol grip, from what I could tell, this gun does have metal bushings, which is a real plus, because it is shooting pretty hot. It's shooting about around 400 with a .2, and about 260, or not 260, around 360 with a .25. So metal bushings are a plus. Metal gearbox. Rate of fire. Now the battery, this is the battery. It's a 8.4 volt, 1100 milliamp battery. Not the best battery at all. The rate of fire was pretty bad, and so was the trigger response with this battery. So I recommend upgrading to a small 9.4 volt, or 9.6 volt, or taking out those foam plates in the stock and putting a large sight battery, because this battery just wasn't getting the job done really. What else is there? I think I covered most of it. Wow. Overall, this gun, the accuracy wise, like I said, .2s were flying all over the place, but .25s, the hop-up wasn't taking a hold of them, but the gun isn't very accurate to begin with. You could hit a man-sized target at 120 feet, but that's its max accuracy, really, 120 feet, because I was having trouble hitting like a 2-foot wide tree at 150 feet. It wasn't working. So if you're expecting a like sniper rifle accuracy, you're not going to get it. I mean, nothing else really about this gun. It's very, very good gun. Very solid, durable gun. I'm very happy with it. I highly recommend it. So that has been my review of the CyberGun Kalashnikov AKM. Thanks for watching. Oh, and I'm gonna have a shooting video of it, and you'll see the accuracy and all that stuff. So stay tuned.